2023 is shaping up to be one of the most stacked years in gaming, from first-person shooters to hack and slashes, even fighting games. Here are our top 15 most anticipated games of 2023 and beyond. Number 15, we have Hogwarts Legacy. Hogwarts Legacy is a whistling open-world adventure game where you play as your creative character in Hogwarts, but what we've seen in the presentation is the beautiful visuals and stellar gameplay. Hogwarts Legacy is slated to release on Xbox Series S and X, PS5, and PC on February 10th, and later on this year on last-gen consoles. Number 14, we have the Dead Space remake. After the closing of Visceral Games, Dead Space was in question after if it's ever going to release another game. EA decided to remake the game built from the ground up. Everything from the storytelling down to the gameplay mechanics are redone, and it's not going to be from chapter to chapter. Dead Space Remake is slated for release for Xbox Series S and X, PS5, and PC on January 27, 2023. Number 13 is Star Wars Jedi Survivor. Fans of this anticipated new Star Wars Jedi sequel since Jedi Fallen Order, Jedi Survivor takes place 5 years after Fallen Order, and it picks up the story of Cal Kestis and his little droid BD. The whole game is about survival and it will be darker than before. During some of the gameplay trailer, you can see Cal holding 2 lifesavers at the same time, and the game brand has some new moves. And Star Wars Jedi Survivor will be launched on the Xbox Series S and X, PlayStation 5, and PC on March 15, 2023. Number 12, we have Forspoken. Forspoken is an action RPG set in the world of Athea. You play as Frey Holland, a young woman from New York that is transferred to the world of Athea. She uses magical powers to survive in order to find her way home. The gameplay focuses on the terrain of traversal speed and fluidity according to Takeshi Armaki. This game is open world, and so expect your character to earn experience points. Forspoken is slated to release January 24, 2023. Number 11, we have Diablo IV. After the disaster of Diablo Immortal, Diablo was announced in more detail at the Xbox Bethesda showcase. It's bringing in new classes and more abilities to the game. You will be able to full crossplay, couch co-op, and will offer up special P vs P to it. Diablo IV is scheduled for release June 6, 2023 on Xbox Series S and X, Xbox One, PlayStation 4 and 5, and PC. Number 10, we have Forza Motorsport. Looked at as one of the best racing series to ever be made, Forza Motorsport is back with a reboot. Built from the ground up, Forza Motorsport is focused on graphical upgrades, dynamite time of day, which is a big deal, along with improved physics. Devs from Turn 10 Studios claim that Forza Motorsport has about 48 times the improvement in fidelity and the style of simulation. We will know more when Forza Motorsport releases in the spring of 2020. Number 9, we have Resident Evil 4 Remake. Capcom has had great success with remakes with Resident Evil franchise using the RE engine. Resident Evil 4 is the reimagining of the original version, playing as Leon. You're on a mission to save the president's daughter in the game in a darker tone. Resident Evil 4 Remake is slated to be released on Xbox Series S and X, PS5, and PC on March 24, 2023. Number 8, we have Spider-Man II. The second of the 2 Insomniac games, which is led by Marvel's Spider-Man II, will bring Peter Parker and Miles Morales together again for a double web sling action. This time you'll be fighting more villains and even Venom, who is voiced by Tony Todd. Rumors are going around that Peter Parker will be donning the black suit and will be doing more symbiote. Venom will be heavily featured in this game, which appears to be lab created by Osborn in the game universe. Spider-Man 2 is slated to be released in the fall of 2023. Number 7, we have Street Fighter VI. Street Fighter VI was announced at the PlayStation State of Play event. It will include 3 modes: Classic Fighting Ground, World Tour, which has a new campaign style mode where you can create your own character and work your way up to be champion, and a new battle hub for multiplayer action in the game. Street Fighter VI is slated for release on June 2, 2023 for the Xbox Series S and X, PlayStation 5, and PC. Number 6, we have Suicide Squad Kill the Justice League. Rocksteady Games were quiet after the release of Arkham Knight while working on Suicide Squad Kill the Justice League. In Suicide Squad, you're playing one of 4 squad of chaotic semi-heroes, and it takes place in the Arkham universe. You can play online as a team or with bots in the game. No further information is known about this game. It is slated to be released on May 26, 2023 for the Xbox Series S and X, PlayStation 5, and PC. Number 5, we have Tekken 8. Tekken 8's story takes place 5 years after Tekken 7. The battle rages on between father and son Kazuya and Jin. Jin's mother June makes her return to the Tekken franchise since Tekken 2. The new rage art design is also the new heat system and is added to the new battle mechanics. The storytelling will be similar to Tekken 7 with all the new characters and some of the fan favorites. Tekken 8 is slated to be released sometime in 2023 for the Xbox Series S and X and PlayStation 5. Number 4, we have Redfall. Announced at the Xbox Showcase in 2021, Redfall will become one of the highly anticipated games. The game takes place in the fictional town of Redfall, Massachusetts after a failed experiment. A legion of vampires invaded and basically took over the town. You can play either the single player or co-op along with multiplayer. Players can choose up to 4 playable characters with each having unique backgrounds and abilities to fight against the vampires and humans in the game. Redfall is slated to be released in the spring of 2023. Number 3, you have Final Fantasy XVI. Square Enix announced Final Fantasy XVI back in 2020, and this may be the darkest Final Fantasy game ever. You are introduced to the world of Valisthea, as spreading the blight and powerful icon who pushes the world 6 realms to the brink of conflict. The young hero sets out on a mission to take him across many lands, and there are many dangers as he sparks for revenge. Final Fantasy XVI will be featured with AI-driven party members with different battle systems. Final Fantasy XVI is slated to drop June 22nd, 2023. Number 2, we have Starfield. Being considered as the game of the year, Starfield was delayed from this year to next. It is an upcoming action RPG like Redfall being developed by Bethesda Games. Starfield is set into the area that extends outward from the solar system for about 50 years. There are 2 of the largest factions in the game, the United Colonies and the Freestar Collective. You can create your character along with tons of customization along the way. Starfield is slated to be released in the second quarter of 2023. Here are some honorable mentions. Crime Boss, Rockade City, slated to be released on March 28, 2023. It's slated to be released on the PC, Xbox Series S and X, and PlayStation 5. Next, we have Wanted Dead, slated to be released on February 14, 2023. It's also be released on the Xbox Series S and X, Xbox One, PlayStation 4 and 5, and PC. Next, we have Wulong Fallen Dynasty, slated to be released on March 23, 2023. It's slated to be released on the PlayStations 4 and 5, Xbox Series S and X, Xbox One, and PC. And next, we have Flintlock Siege of Dawn, slated to be released in spring 2023 for the Xbox Series S and X, PlayStation 4 and 5, Xbox One, and PC. And finally, we have Atomic Heart, slated to be released on February 21st, 2023 for the Xbox Series S and X, Xbox One, PlayStation 4 and 5, and PC. Number 1, we have Legend of Zelda Tears of the Kingdom. Legend of Zelda Tears of the Kingdom is officially announced back in 2019 as Breath of the Wild sequel. In the latest trailer, you see Link in the sky gliding through the air and traversing through Hyrule using both old and new techniques. The sequel will be a single player with more of a darker tone. Rumors are going around about adding co-op in the sequel, but nothing has been confirmed as of yet. Legend of Zelda Tears of the Kingdom is scheduled to be released on May 12, 2023 for the Nintendo Switch. Thank you for tuning in to the best place of gaming, that's the gamer section. Be sure to hit that like button on the video and subscribe to the channel.